Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I'm KoiTGZ, and in this video we are going to go after the new Mega Monster. So this is going to be Dark Lord Omudo Rex. So with this battle, this is actually going to be a little bit rough since this is actually a 4-star Mega Monster. But here there's going to be some more information with this. One thing that's been added is going to be right here. Pretty much there actually have been updates to 2 souls, so that's going to be the Rainbow Peacock and also the Dimension Dragon. So now you will actually be able to get the S-star grade souls for these particular monsters. So here there are going to actually be some things that you need to actually accomplish before you're able to actually do this. So one, you actually have to complete the quest 4 of this particular event. Then here for the Rainbow Peacock, you have to have, or actually going to be almost the same for each of these. You need to have completed main story quest 10 chapter 10. You need to have an S grade soul for the Rainbow Peacock and the Dimension Dragon, and then you also need to have 3 treasure soul pearls for each of these. So there are going to be different ways in which you get the treasure soul pearls. So in the case of the Rainbow Peacock, the 3 ways are going to be 1, defeating 250 elite enemies. Then after that, walk 70,000 steps, and then the other one is going to be clearing 20 Hokuras. So those are going to be the conditions for getting the treasure soul pearls. Then also for the Dimension Dragon, you need to actually defeat 20 Mega Monsters. You need to go 100,000 steps, and also the last one, you need to befriend 40 monsters. So that can be done through scouting enemies or scouting monsters on the field, or by hatching them in eggs. So that's pretty much something that I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks or so. Then over here, we're going to have information about the new Mega Monster. So that's going to be Dark Lord Omudo Rex. So with this, this particular Mega Monster is going to be very unique, as it actually is going to be using 2 new buffs that have been added to the game. So one thing about this Mega Monster is going to be level 55 for special classes. So this is why it's going to be 4-star. But here, these are going to be the 2 new buffs that is going to be actually using. So the first one is going to be called Wanari Kakujitsu Guard. So that's going to be negative probability guard. So pretty much what this does is when taking an opponent's attacks and debuffs, the value of its effect's success rate and activation rate is lowered if not a 100% probability. So something for example, like let's say on the Angel Rod, you actually have a chance to 100% chance of actually charming the enemy. That would actually work in this case, but in this case, for this particular enemy, it's actually not. I will actually go over that in a little bit later. Then over here, we're going to have Force Reverse. So with Force Reverse, what this does, you're going to actually, it's going to reverse the pluses and minuses of Omudo Rex's weaknesses and resistance, and increases his defenses. So pretty much every time he uses this, his weaknesses are actually going to change. So pretty much right in the beginning, his weaknesses are pretty much going to be Dane, Shadow, and then also Io. But once he uses this, that's actually going to change. I believe it's going to change to Gira, Dorma, and Jibaria. And then the third time it's going to actually change, it's going to be Mera and Baki are going to be the most effective attributes. So pretty much it's going to be a little bit rough. You're going to have to actually adapt to this particular Mega Monster. Then of course, since this is going to be a well over level 60 advanced recommended. You do get the once per day perk, in which you do get a perk if it's the first mega monster that you fight during the day, of lessen damage to the enemy, so from this particular enemy. So definitely, if you're having a hard time with this, definitely that's something that you would want to do. Then over here, we're going to have information about this particular update for the 14th. So we're going to have quest 4. We're going to have missions for getting banner tickets. We're going to have new target monsters, Dark Lord Omudo Rex, and then we're also going to, like I mentioned, having missions for completing or increasing the S or getting the S star grade souls for the Rainbow Peacock and also the Dimension Dragon. Then also we're going to have another special mission for getting banner tickets as well. Then pretty much over here, it says the next update is going to be January 11th, 2024. So in this case, this day there will be an ending quest for this event, and then also there's going to be a actually it's going to be a super high difficulty quest. So definitely I will be doing that. But now what I want to do is actually first real quick go over the team that I'm going to be using. So this is going to be a Dane based team. So with this here, you're going to see that pretty much very similar to my battle with Redis. I'm going to have a Demon Swordsman equipped with the Demon Dragon Sword, so that's going to do some damage there. Going to have the Book of Hiten, so that's going to be doing some very nice Dane spell damage. Going to have, in this case, I will be using the Golden Claymore that has a Golden Break, which is going to do some pretty nice damage and also give me attack buff as well. And of course, going to have the Angel Rod. So now what I want to do is actually go over the abilities of this particular mega monster. So pretty much Omudo Rex, some basic information you're going to have about it is going to actually be that this is actually going to be a question mark enemy, going to be around 250,000 HP if you solo it, 1 to 3 actions per turn. Main weaknesses, Shadow, Dane, and also Eo are going to be the main ones you want to use. Its greatest ability is going to be called Judgment. So this is going to do around 450 damage to all characters twice. Then after that, it's going to have an ability called Tenhen Chi, which is Natural Disaster. So that does around 500 Jabadias physical damage to all characters. After that, it's going to have Time Storm. With Time Storm, this does around 140 damage 6 times to random characters and speeds up buff duration by 1 turn. So if you actually have a buff that has 1 turn left, you're actually going to lose it with the effect of this particular ability. After that, it's going to have a Hyato Marta, which does around 180 Hyato spell damage 4 times to random characters. Then going to have a Iona Zoom, which does around 230 EO spell damage to all characters. Going to have a regular attack that does around 500 physical damage to 1 character. And then he's going to be using Force Reverse. So like I actually said, with Force Reverse, this is going to reverse the pluses and minuses of Omudo Rex's weaknesses and resistances, and also increase his defenses. So pretty much every time he uses it, his weaknesses and resistances are going to change. Then after that, it's going to have a Bolso Zuno, which is going to be Critical Intellect. This is going to increase his spell resistance and defenses by 2 ranks. Then after that, it's pretty much the ability that he uses right at the beginning is going to be called Warui Dekikoto ga Kori ni Nikunata, which is going to be Protection from Unfortunate Events. This is going to give Omudo Rex negative probability guard, Protective Shield, 1 rank attack, 1 rank attack increase and 1 rank in defense increase. So because he has this protective shield, if you actually use Ultra Hustle Dance and get the charm, it's actually not going to be effective just because that protective shield is on. So this is actually going to be a bit rough of a fight. So besides that, notes for this, pretty much since you're going to be unable to inflict status effects due to the effects of the opening buff, so the protective shield. Then also you want to make sure your characters have at least 1000 HP in order to withstand judgment. Have characters defend in order to withstand the damage of judgment. Beware of how much time your buffs have left, since Time Storm will remove a buff that has 1 turn left. Due to the effects of Force Reverse, you kind of actually want to have various types of attributes equipped on your characters to adapt to the enemy's change in weaknesses. And then of course you want to equip gear and souls that provide damage and resistances to question mark enemies. So yeah, with that said, with the Dane team, I should be doing some pretty good damage. I actually have had success with this. I've done over a bit, maybe 5 battles with this, so this should actually work out. So with that said, I want to get into this battle, so here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So hopefully things do go well. We'll see what happens. But here first, going to be my ninja going to go ahead and attack, so going to go ahead. Attack there, good, got a defense boost or attack boost there. So here going to go ahead, use Magical Awakening. And then here, pretty much just going to go ahead and attack. So nice, so 34,000 damage, so that was actually quite good. So here I got a share, so with this share I'm going to put on Skada. So that's going to be very important here, going to give me some much needed protection against Omudo's attacks. Okay, good. So here, what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and attack again. Here, going to go ahead and I will actually now use Chant of Magical Echoes. So got a spell crit here, so 38,000 damage, nice. So here what I'm going to do is going to go ahead use Protective Shield. And going to go ahead and use Ultra Hustle Dance. So there's Time Storm. And Natural Disaster. So good, everyone survived that. So here we're going to go ahead and attack. So here, attack there. So here I'm actually going to go ahead, use Stemmy. And here, Ultra Hustle Dance. So there goes Force Reverse. So now things have actually been switched around. So his weaknesses and resistances have changed. So next he's actually going to be using Judgment. So I actually want to go ahead. I actually do have defenses on. So what I want to do here is this is going to be very risky. I'm actually going to go ahead and just attack. Here, going to again go ahead, attack here. So, or actually, maybe what he did was actually critical, intellect. That was probably. So what I'll do here is I'm actually going to go ahead, use Battle Genes, and going to go ahead use Ultra Hustle Dance. So again, like I said, this is going to be very risky, but since I do have defenses on my characters, okay, good, I got a Saint Echo, so that really does help out. So I should be able to survive this attack. Okay, good. So here, what I'll do, go ahead and attack. Then here, let's see, I lost that. So, here, actually going to go ahead and attack. So got Echo, so that's good. So that's going to help me out with some damage. Then next, here what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead use Extreme Karma, and hopefully this does some very good damage. We'll see what happens here. Yes, 81,000 damage. That's exactly what I needed there. That's exactly what I needed. Exactly what was needed for that battle. So he has very little HP left. So there goes Time Storm. Oh, a regular attack, which was blocked. Okay, there goes Ionazune. So actually what I'll do here is I'm just going to go ahead revive. Heal. Or actually, I could have actually done Encore. But that was actually quite good there. So here, going to go ahead, use Roaring Thunder. And here, going to go ahead and attack. So hopefully with this here, this should actually finish him off. Yes. So 30,000. Okay. So this battle is worth 41,009 XP. So this is a yellow soul, and here I got a D. Okay, so in this battle, I was able to do 279,000 damage, so close to 280,000. So more than enough of the 250,000 that I need for a solo battle. Okay, so that battle actually went quite well, a lot better than I was expecting. So pretty much what really saved me in this battle was actually at one point I thought he actually used Force Reverse, but he actually did not use Force Reverse. It was actually Critical Intellect, because I eventually did see the resistances to spell resistance on him. So that was not Critical Intellect, that was not Force Reverse, so he was still weak to Dane damage, or the Dane attribute, throughout the entire battle. So that really saved me. So yeah, that actually worked out quite well. Also, what really helped was getting a share right in the beginning to actually put Skada on all my characters, so increased defenses, so that helped out as well. Then also, pretty much what really helped out also was going to be my Demon Swordsman being able to do some really nice damage to the enemy. So pretty much total with the second, with the first major attack, and then the attack after that, that was a total of about 110,000 damage. So that really did help out in terms of taking out the enemy as fast as possible. So definitely it is possible to take Omudo Rex out before he actually uses Force Reverse. So definitely, if you can, try doing that. I'm not sure how that actually happens, but I guess I just got pretty lucky with this. But definitely, a Dane team does work. So what I want to do now is actually take a look at the S-grade soul of Omudo Rex. So that's going to be found right over here. Going to change some things around. And Omudo Rex is going to be right here. So Omudo Rex is going to be a yellow soul. So with yellow souls, the main attributes are, or main basic stats are going to be our max HP and your durability, and also your strength and spell. So you can see here plus 140 to max HP, 128 to strength, plus 80 durability. That's not actually so bad. And then plus 86 to your agility. That's not so bad either. Then in terms of your skills or abilities that you get from this, you get plus 10% to weapon and physical technique skill damage, plus 7% to boggy weapon and physical technique damage, plus 7% to shadow weapon and physical technique damage, and plus 7% to dormant weapon and physical technique damage, and then plus 10% fear resistance. So this is actually a very good soul. So Haro, Boggy, and Dorma. So those are attributes that are going to probably benefit from having this soul. So I'm going to actually go ahead and put this on, or save it. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I probably will try out some other types of teams for this battle that would probably be probably even almost just as good as this team, or possibly even better. So please stay tuned for that. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.